And I've turned down so many jobs because I was like, no, I don't want to play that game. You want me to be on The Simpsons? No, I'm not going to do that.
We have another mic.
That kind of sucks.
Okay. Hello?
You got it.
We can share.
We're doing all right.
Fine. I think we can choose the roles that we audition for. We get a book full of these 10 characters in Full Metal Alchemist, and I say from the book, I want to read for Winry, Al, and Rose, and I go in and do that. And then the director may want to hear you read for somebody else too, but ultimately the decision is the director's. Yep. I'll pick one right here in the black t-shirt.
Have you ever had a line that makes you think I get paid to say this?
Hey, that's the name of this panel, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get paid to say this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
When you say a line like "heke" or "bada bada 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 bada," hell, oh, that's okay. They're not running anymore. They're tiptoeing. Okay, tiki 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 tiki. It's Hamtaro reference.
It's like an angel, and when he shoots an arrow at you, it makes you all shmubby wubby.
You're gonna say things like "schmubby wubby." So I get paid to say this.
What does Schmubby Wubby pay?
It's about the same as a bada bada bada.
I can work with that. I got paid to burp. A lot. Yeah. Shout out. Burp out. Yeah.
In One Piece, when we worked on that, there are lots of strange creatures that just come up in One Piece, specifically in the Alabasta arc that my character's in. They find this strange desert creature and those weird desert creatures. So I'd come in and play Phoebe, which is a standard, heroine voice. And then when we were done, Jason Grundy, who sounds like Strong Bad. There are some sea monkeys. Okay, so you'd be these monkeys, and he's like, I'm gonna be a bird. I'm like, I don't even know what you said, but okay, I'll be that. And
Does he give line readings?
yeah, they're awesome. We love Jason. And so that's what we get to be, like flocks of strange creatures. So I am quite a few. Oh, when they're in the snow, if you know One Piece, like the Alabasta arc, it hasn't been released yet, but you may have seen it in Japanese or seen the other dub. That's what I'll just say. They're in the snow, and there are these like bunny. What's the white snow creature called?
Yeti?
Yeah, like bunny yetis, okay? And there's one little baby bunny yeti that's mom is gone. I got to be the one.
that's what a bunny yeti sounds like. Oh, cute little.
Awesome. Got paid to do that.
Second row, end, ears, blue sleeve, necklace, turtleneck.
Instead of directing or doing voices, have you ever wanted to act?
Oh, snap!
That was pretty good.
We just got dissed, yo. Instead of doing just voices, do you ever thought about acting? Thought about it, really didn't stick. I know, it's cute, but it's just funny. It was just way to word it. Kind of what it was alluding to before, a lot of voice actors started off acting, and then we ended up doing this. So I started off doing theater work, and then, which is that acting? Theater? Acting, okay. And I was at a place called the Vancouver Youth Theater acting. And there was an agency right across the street that was kind of watching the kids that would come through the theater, and they approached me and my sister at one point, asked if we'd want to join their agency, and we said yes please. And they said they'd start sending us out on auditions and things and see if we could get any work. So I started off doing TV, movies, and commercial acting. That's still acting?
I don't know commercials. But...
And then, that's a bit of a cuss. And then I had my first audition for a cartoon, which was My Little Pony, and I got it, and I've kind of been doing that ever since. And you know what? For me, I liked the being on set and filming part of acting for, you know, TVs and movies and things like that, but I couldn't stand the audition process. It was very, for me, and I was pretty young too, but it was very, very competitive and very kind of schmoozy and whatever, in my opinion. So I kind of cut that side out, but still do the voice work. So that's when I quit acting, I guess. Thank you for your question.
I did both. I had classical theater background, did a couple nights on Broadway, and did movies and stuff. I was actually in Michigan this summer doing a movie for a week. And I got to use the power of my voice acting. The character, which ended up, they kept changing as they were filming the movie. It's supposed to be a ridiculous rom-com, and then it became kind of serious in the first week of shooting with the lead and his father, so they changed all the funny stuff to be less silly. So I was a total silly, like, enemy trivia team character. So they cut a lot of stuff and changed what we did. Changed our race. I was supposed to be Swedish, and then they were like, "You're French-Canadian, you're German, you're Austrian." I was like, "What? Okay." And at every turn they were like, "You can do it all. You're a voice actor." I'm like, "Yeah, that's how it works. Whatever." So then
Now I'm an actor.
Yeah. Then I was Dutch, and anyway, so that was fun. But yeah, I do that stuff, and it's funny because I brought, when we've had, when I started doing some things in New York, and they wanted to hear comedians and film actors, so we brought them in, and the funny thing was, most of my voice actor community friends, family, do live action stuff as well, but a lot of the live action people, when they get in the booth, really can't do the voice acting so good. It's really focused and specialized, and it's great practice for everything else you do. It's fun to do a table read of when everyone's in a movie and you get to sit around a table and everyone reads their parts. People are sort of, you know, cool about it or low key, and then when you're a voice actor, you kind of go all for it. They're like, "Wow, that was awesome." But it's kind of, I think, as far as acting goes, kind of a super mutant ability, and it gives you kind of a leg up too. I think voice acting is really good for acting, and acting is essential for voice acting. Does that make any sense?
Wow, that was well stated.